Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you how I hit UC slash Ultimate Champion with this Golem for Musketeers double healer deck. As you guys can see, here's my wins. I did lose twice in a row, but I did manage to push it back. And it's really nice because I managed to hit UC the day before season ends, and I'm going to show you some of the clips on how I actually got to UC. This was a match to UC. We are up against IP man, whatever you want to call it. We were up against an RG player with Fireball, and this was a really hard counter matchup because he not only is he running Fireball lock, he's also a top 500 finisher, so I really had to lock in for this match. Okay, I was blasting music in my ear, you know. I had to lock in if you guys are like wondering, yo TMM, why whispering, bro? It's actually really late right now. It's yeah, as you guys can see right there, it's 4 AM right now. I was playing, you know, because I had to push before season resets, which is in about 12-13 hours, which it resets like soon. And as you guys can see there, I went for the 3M early, you know. I had to cycle and try and guess what deck he's running. With the E-Spirit and Skellies, you could kind of guess what he's running. Here I really messed up because I should have went for the something else instead of the Fisherman, or just ate the Fisherman damage instead, and so the Valkyrie would actually be here instead of the Battle Healer, and I actually could have taken out the RG a bit more, but here as you can see, the RG basically took out my entire tower, which was a huge blunder, because in the RG matchup you usually never want to be able to sack a tower, because being a tower down usually in this matchup is a really disadvantageous situation. So over here I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to be too much down in elixir. I'm just going to let it go. You're going to want to let the tower go, because, you know, it's better to have the elixir here. Here I would go for the musketeer, immediately see the RG lay, get 2 shots in, and go for the NATO it to the king, try and DPS it down as fast as possible so I'm able to defend and make sure I don't lose my second tower, because RG in the pocket is a really disgusting play. And over here I wait. If you guys look at the top right corner of the screen, it's about to be double elixir, so I'm going to go for the golem in the back behind the king tower on the right side here. Right, I'm going to try and take out his right tower over here, and he does go for the Skellies to defend my musketeer, which I don't really mind, and whatever he does, he goes for the hunter at the back, I don't mind. Alright, here's the play I do. I go E-Drag here. He's going to play E-Spirit at the bridge. You see the ghost on the right side, I mean on the left side. He's going to go for the RG in the pocket here in a bit. Right, you just watch. RG in the pocket. I go for the healer to heal up the E-Drag because of the E-Spirit chain. We go for the Valkyrie as well. Defend that evil E-Drag, insane value. We're gonna let the golem go. We're gonna let the golem die, okay? We're gonna do a little reset, right? And here's where you kind of messed up, okay? He forgot that he somehow didn't think about my 3M. So the moment he used his fireball, I just fucking went in with the 3M at the bridge, because he has nothing for my 3M. He can't cycle fast enough. He goes for the ghost, trying to take it down. Look at the fall, guys. The fall takes out the tower. You know, the fireball wasn't enough. He's gonna fireball now, but it's not gonna be enough. Right, I go for the Valkyrie here as well. He goes for the fireball, really good fireball on his end. Right, he got really lucky. Went for the heal spree here just in case he went for something in the pocket. There was as a precaution. I go for the golem in the pocket here, you know, just to try and lock in some damage. Maybe try and hit the princess tower. You know, try and snipe it out. He goes for that. I'm just gonna play a reset. You know, I go for the E-Drag at the back. Right, I actually go for the E-Drag over here. Sorry. E-Drag here just to try and chip out his princess over here. As you guys can see, the moment he goes for the RG, I immediately hover my NATO, save your NATO for the defensive, to defend against the RG to pull it to the king. Valkyrie on defense plus the heal spirit. Right, he goes for that. I actually went for the 3M over here, you know, just trying to defend the ghost. And as you guys can see here, he didn't really fireball because it wasn't really value onto the tower, so that was a really good play. And here I decided to go for the golem in the pocket when the moment I had elixir too, because I kind of have to, and it was a really good play because now, as you guys can see, I just had enough elixir to go for another Dado. That 3M that I used to split just now goes back, still attacks the RG, which is really amazing. And the golem just gets a few fat slaps on the tower. Go for the evil musketeer on the royal ghost over there. If you guys look at the king tower, is really low. It gets about 500 HP, which is really amazing. Go for the Valkyrie on the fisherman bit, because if he does go try and pressure me, look, I go for 3M in the pocket, 3M in the pocket plus heal spirit, and whatever he does, look at it, I won. Because of 3M in the pocket. That was amazing. The last second NATO to pull it back just in case as well won me that game. This amazing match. Alright guys, this is a somewhat earlier match, because yeah, it was just an early match, and I was up against Seti Medi. He's playing Expo, and if you guys don't know it by now, 3.0 is a really good matchup against me. There's almost nothing I could really do about it. So there's only a few ways you can win this. One is by, you know, managing to get a huge damage lead, and because we got so many tanks in the deck, you can just slowly cycle and stall it out until triple overtime, until the game just ends by tiebreaker, and that's how you win one of the ways. The other way is you pressure with the 3M by splitting them non-stop so he doesn't know which one to fireball. Another thing you can do is, you know, just finesse him. He doesn't know, maybe you just like have a 3M, sneaky 3M in your butt cheek and he doesn't even know, right? And all of a sudden you just throw down the 3M, boom, he's surprised, he doesn't know what to do, he's lost, he's boxing like a fish, you know, and you just rip his asshole right open, you know, rip it open, and that's what you could actually do. Yeah, that's one of the things that you could have done. And you know, dueling pressure against Expo is really important, because you must play your 3M, you must play your 3M, and you must make sure he can't fireball. You cannot play Golem into the like, you cannot play Golem at the back. You must go for something like E-Drag first, E-Drag at the back, or your supporting troops at the back, then you can go for the Golem at the bridge, like around here. You can see my cursor around in the center. That's usually what you want to do. Or you can go for 3M at the back. If it does go for something, you can go for the healer, for example, or the Valkyrie to try and defend. Or you could have the E-Drag, you know, just do his magic, you know, because that is something you could do. If you guys look here, the E-Musk right there, take some of the evil archers, really nice. That means I don't really have to defend it, because it's basically gone. That means you don't have to defend it, so it's really nice. Alright, and if you guys look over here, it's about to be double laser, so I go for the Golem, right? Actually, I don't go for the Golem, I go for the E-Drag, evil E-Drag on the right side here, which honestly a blunder, but at the same time it's really good play by my enemy that he went for the Expo over there. I tried to play my Golem over here, so my idea was it follows the E-Drag up. However, he did play his evil Tesla just nicely, so it did kind of take out the use of my evil E-Drag. However, I did use the Nado here, take out the Tesla, which is not worth it, even though I did lose my evil E-Drag, but it's okay though. Right here, I went for the 3M split, I believe. 3M split over here, yes, 2 to this side because it is the stronger side. So if he does want a fireball, he doesn't get so much value. He does get a juicy fireball down. Go for the healer there. Heal my 2 E-Musks on the right. You know, go for the heal spray here, but I was a bit slow and did let the archer lock on. But it's okay. We're gonna go for the something to cycle on this side, because on the right side, because you have to still defend the right side. He's feeding for the Debo, so he actually does go for the Debo, because he does have the damage lead of about 900 damage, so it's a really good play for him to go on defense. However, he underestimated the power of my deck and my skill, so I kind of just spread cheeks open, but you know what, it's okay. Over here, if you guys look here, I went for the 3M back because he went for the Debo, and I go for the Golem on the right side bridge. However, I got a little unlucky that the E-Musk died to the Expo, which is kind of sad, so I did go for the E-Drag here, just trying to support the push. He did get a nice fireball down. However, the E-Drag here, look at that E-Drag, so much value, immediately takes out the Tesla, chains on everything. Look at the Nado here, it just juicy, such a juicy value Nado, right? Even though the battle healer does die, look at the Golemites, we are actually up in damage here. And here I decided to go for the 3M split again. 1 2 2 on the right side, and because he can't go for the Expo, because you know, if he does go for the Expo on offense, how is he going to defend? Because I have 3 musketeers on the bridge, he has to split it. And here I go for the Golem again on the right side at the bridge here. You know, I'm just trying to pressure him, make sure he breaks. He goes for the fireball, evil Tesla here. I use a battle healer here. He does get the lockdown, does take out everything, but it's gonna be okay. We're still up in the damage lead. We're just gonna try and stall as long as possible. The moment you get the damage, you just stall, because we have a Golem, we have Valkyrie, we have all the tanky units in the game. We're all tanks in the deck. So you know what you can do? Just spam them down the moment one of them dies. Just spam it. We go for the pretty nice and clutch battle healer over here, just to heal up my E-Musks just in the last second. Evil Musketeer here, just to take that out, just to take out the Expo as well, just in case, because I was kind of scared. And the moment he went for the Expo, I just went for the Golem. If you guys look at the breakout on screen, it's about to be overtime triple elixir. I mean, it really is, and it's gonna be like, you know, a tiebreaker. So you know what, the moment I went for the Golem, he said that GG's. And if you guys look at the top, if you guys look at the right side here, the evil Musk took out the tower, and that was a really nice win. So this match is actually a really hard counter. You just need to be really good with this deck in order to win against Expo. This matchup here, I was up against Zame Low XD, 9 years played minor. This guy is actually playing Piggy's AEQ, which is a insane counter to my deck. Okay, it's a really tough counter. There's almost nothing you can do about it because Archer Queen is insane, gets so much value because I don't have skellies or anything like of multiple hits, you know. So it's a really good deck against my deck. It's a really tough matchup here. So here I let the Musketeer go and I reset with the Valkyrie over here like that. So the moment it dies, it just walks up, you know, and it just gets shredded by the Valkyrie because we go for the heal spray with the Valkyrie. And over here, I was thinking about, I know he's playing AEQ piggies. Do I go for the 3M to split? I go for the healer to cycle first because I don't really want to use my 3M too early. The moment he uses his piggies, I decide to go for my E-Track to cycle them early and get the NATO down so you can activate the King Tower. And we got lucky because the battle healer actually came back to the defend the piggies, and we did manage to get away with about 1000 damage only, which is really amazing. I think that was a really nice interaction there. Let's get the Archer Queen down, get Pop's the ability. He has guards as well, right? It was kind of bummer, you know, kind of a bummer that my E-Drag and my entire 9 Elixir push got demolished, but it's okay. Look at the Musketeer, look at the Musketeer. Oh my days, look at the value of the Musketeer. Just clears out that Archer Queen, which is amazing. You know, so much value for the Musketeer. And he does get a lockdown, but it's whatever, you know. I cycled the Valkyrie, not the heal spray though, the Valkyrie first, because he might, you know, he might be fiending to go for the piggies, you know. So I just decided, you know, sure, why not? Most cases now, I just go for the 3M on this side, which I do manage to split 1-2. Oops, like always, because 1 on the weaker side, 2 on the stronger side. He goes for the EQ. I go for my battle healer on the 2 Musketeers over here. If you guys look, boom. And here I thought he was going to go for his raw delivery really early, but he did go for the heal spirit to get a really nice finesse, which was a good play on his end, I can't lie. And yo guys, look here, both the towers are actually equal in HP, which is honestly kind of cool. But you know what, I go for my evil E-Track here. I didn't think his Archer Queen would take out my tower, so I just let it be, right? Yeah, at most it's just gonna be, but all of a sudden he pops his ability, caught me off guard, you know. I'm like, sack it, you know. You gotta sack, you gotta give damage to earn damage, you know. You know. So I go for the Valkyrie in the bridge here. He gets that down. He gets the Archer Queen down, pops the ability immediately. Kinda sad that my E-Drag dies, but it's okay. We got a healthy golem, we got a dead Valkyrie, and we go for the evil Musketeer over here. Evil Musketeer takes out the Archer Queen, and here I go for the E-Drag. Boom, spam in the bridge, spam everything in the bridge. The Golemites just do so much damage after that buff like a few months ago, last year, and boom, takes out the tower. Amazing Golemites, we love the Golemites. And here he does pop the ability, he goes for the royal delivery as well. Really scary here. And if you guys look at my cycle here, I go for the 3M on defense over here, and because that was really nice place 3M, I could get a nice fat NATO down, take out the flying of the piggies. And here I did kind of mess up here. I didn't know what to do. He did get a really nice lock onto my heal spirit, which forced my hand and kind of forced me to go for my battle healer. So over here I go for the golem in the pocket because I got my E-Track open, and here's what I did. He goes for his royal delivery as well, and you know, I was like, oh, what do I do here? I just go for the E-Track over here, you know, so it could, you know, maybe chain and avoid the princess tower. And it gets really nice value on the guards here. It does take out the guards, and it gets a bit of chip. And right here I go for the Valkyrie plus the NATO, and if you guys actually saw just now, the E-Drag chain was still there and actually damaged the guy so much. And you guys see here, I was so scared. He popped the ability, I thought I almost lost, bro, and I just nicely managed to survive. And here, you know, I was spamming, yo, what do I do? I'm so scared. He go with his long, you know what do I do? I just go for the 3M in the pocket, but he does manage to catch it with his evil cannon, which is props to him, really lucky. And here I go for the Valkyrie to tank. He does get it down. I was praying, yo, Musketeer, do your job, Musketeer, look at you. No, he didn't do anything. I did manage to NATO down the piggies into the King Tower. He goes for his Archer Queen. He's about to pop the ability. My Musketeer that I placed in the pocket with the heal sprint earlier ends the game. Amazing match here. You gotta abuse the pocket sometimes, guys. Even if your 3M doesn't break through, you have to use the Musketeer because it is still a ranged unit that can help you with the game. This matchup here, guys, we're up against Mega Knight Bait. I'm not gonna okay, this is like a pretty tough matchup, if you get what I mean. At first I thought he was playing Bait, but he was playing Dagger Duchess, so you know, it was like on the weirder side of the Bait decks. You could say, you know, it could be Hyper Bait, you know, it could be anything like that. But the moment he plays Archer Queen, I'm like, is this Mega Knight Bait? Right. it could be Manga Knight bait, so I just immediately realized it was Manga Knight bait. By the way guys, I was muted. I muted the emotes because I didn't give a shit. Okay, I was locked in. I was so freaking locked in. I didn't even turn on my emotes because I just shut up. Okay, and the moment he played his ghost, I knew, okay, 100% Mega Knight bait, alright? And you gotta lock in against Mega Knight bait because Mega Knight bait is really tough to play against. It's a really bad matchup sometimes if your enemy knows what he's doing. You know, Archer Queen is a really good card against my deck. It gets so much value against my deck, and Mega Knight as well, the evil Mega Knight, just is really a bummer. It can work in favor sometimes, it doesn't, or sometimes it just doesn't. It just messes up your entire push. It just depends, you know. And here he goes for the wizard. I was like, yeah, 100% Mega Knight bait, no doubt about it. You go for the musketeer at the back to cycle just now, go for the battle healer, defend that the entire push. You know, battle healer is gonna tank for the musketeer while the musketeer shreds the wizard down. And the moment I saw these two troops, I was like, you know what, this is such Mega Knight value. And alas, he did use these Mega Knights, which is, you know, unsurprising. You know, it's not surprising here. My cycle was really bad because he went for the Goblin Gang, his Ghost, his Mega Knight. I really wanted to go for my 3M over here. I was spamming my 3M like this. However, they do manage to take on my tower, which is really unfortunate. Close to taking my tower, but you guys get the point. It was really unfortunate. 59 HP, and at this point, is it really worth defending the tower anymore? The answer is no. You want to go for the golem at the back behind the king tower on the right side because it's double elixir right now. Go for the golem. He goes for the yawn. I was muted. I didn't see that. I didn't care. So right, we go for the golem. He goes for the ghost. Best minus 3 elixir. This is a 5 elixir golem on my end. You can eat the ghost. Bad play here by him. We get the free evil musketeer on his archer queen. He should pop the ability. That was a terrible archer queen placement. He forgot I have the evil must. This is why evil must is so mandatory in the deck. You know, he goes for the evil Mega Knight, and before I do anything, I get a really fat juicy NATO down. Look at that, shreds the eye drag, and the Mega Knight as well. Heal Spirit in, no, everything to kill the wizard because the wizard was actually killing my E-Jack, which wasn't really ideal. You know, it wasn't really cool. And look here, guys, it was on the last few seconds, and boom, take down his tower. 3 in the pocket. You know, he has nothing for this. He goes for the Mega Knight here, boom, down there. And here, if you guys see here, I tried to go for the Valkyrie because I tried to predict that he was gonna, you know, play something in the pocket, but I didn't think he was actually gonna play the Mega Knight. And my remaining troops over there managed to take out the tower. That's why you actually go for the 3 in the pocket, divert the push. You wanna split it up, the king side, princess side, and this is how you actually win the few matches. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please smash like, subscribe, join the Discord server. I will be live streaming soon. Again, soon. I'll tell it in the Discord server. Yeah, so you guys should join the Discord. And if you guys like this video, subscribe and comment down something nice, please. That will really boost the algorithm for my videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.